Hello. This week I'd like to speak to you about the ch sound. The ch sound is known as an affricate sound. Now, an affricate is a kind of plosive sound in which the articulating organs are separated more slowly than usual. So if you put your tongue to the tip of your tongue to the roof of your mouth and release with air, you will get the letter T. If you release the tongue more slowly, you get ch, because the air is escaping as the tongue is moving down. If you don't add any voice, you get that lovely ch sound. If you add voice, you get j, which we will look at in a minute. So the ch sound can be quite problematic for people, in my experience, for students that I've worked with from Arabic countries, from Greek-speaking countries, Portuguese, Brazilian, and slightly more unusual, but Mongolian students have had problems in the past with myself with this sound. And it's a voiceless stop, this ch. Now, we've borrowed this sound from French and Italian, although they don't spell it with ch all the time. For example, in Italian, the word cello comes from the Italian word, and that's just the letter C. Also, dolce and concerto, Medici. So we have that ch sound, but it's just from the letter C. Also, French words that we've borrowed for our language also use the ch sound. Now, the early words we borrowed use a ch, and then the later words are a sh, and that's to do with the linguistic history of the French language. So, for example, some early words include chant, chamber, champion, check, check, with both spellings. Sorry, I've said that word twice. C-H-E-C-K and C-H-E-Q-U-E. Now, the later French words we borrowed include chamois, chaperone, charade, charlatan, and chauffeur. So, let's think about some CH sounding words. They are not all CH spellings. Some of them are TI, some of them are TE, some of them are TU. Most of them are CH or TCH. So let's try some words. I'll say them and I'd like you to repeat after me. Attached, latchkey, witch, chair, kitchen, chain, righteous, nature. Now, nature is an interesting one. Pre-18th century, we would have said nature, but now we say nature. So that's an interesting TU example. We also have creature, moisturize. What else have we got? Question, combustion, couch, charm, much, chap, chop. So those are plenty of examples of CH words that you can practice. Let me go over that mouth and tongue position again. So the tongue presses to the roof of the mouth, and it's quite flat, the tongue inside your mouth, like that. So the whole of the tongue presses to the whole of the front edge of the tongue presses to the roof of your mouth. You bring the tongue down slowly, the air escapes. Very good. Now the second sound, the DZ sound, which we are only going to look at very briefly this week, we just add voice to make that sound. So z, j, j. Lots of representations of this sound are found with the letter G or DG. So you find words like lodge and pledge and orange juice. So there's the NG making the sound. And bridge, large, there's the G on its own. Some words that use the sound at the beginning include jig, gem, jack, jar, job, jaw, June, just, age. Okay, so there are loads and loads and loads of words available. And if you would like to have a copy of my notes for this vodcast and podcast, which I am simultaneously recording, then you may go to my website, www.midwintertuition.co.uk. I'll upload it as a scanned in PDF. It is handwritten, but interestingly at the bottom you will see the sources. So if you wish to purchase your own books about phonetics and learn about how these sounds are physically created in our mouths, please do look up these books. They really are fantastic books that I've used today. Let's have one sentence to finish off, and I'm going to use a sentence from this fantastic book, which I really recommend to all of my students when they're working with me. Let's have a couple of these sentences and a tongue twister to finish. So, the old church in Chester represents the architecture of the 18th century. Brilliant. We've got loads of ch sounds in there. We've got the TU and the CH. Let's try a different sentence. We cheerfully chose Chippendale chairs to match our charming antique furniture. Very good. And finally, a very famous tongue twister. How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? And see how many times you can say that at speed. Okay, so the ch sound and the j sound. Remember, it's voiceless for that ch, ch, and voiced for j. If you are interested in booking an elocution lesson, please go to midwintertuition.co.uk, where you will find all the information about my availability and my booking system, which is online. My current availability is quite limited, but looking forward further into the year, there is space later on in the year, starting in July. I would very much like to hear from you, so please do comment at the end of the video or send me an email, info@midwintertuition.co.uk. Goodbye.